All right, Shalom. This is the brother Yawanathan about I'm coming at you another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shemal Shah. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that great minister on well, peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. All right, and it's going to be a lesson based on the word of the week just this past week. Okay, and as you see here, this is a photo of the Buffalo Bills coming back, their comeback win last week, against Baltimore Ravens. And I want to use this because that is symbolic, pretty much on how Israel is going to be. Okay, we at the bottom. We at the bottom, and hey, we finna rise back to the top, man. We were once a great nation. Okay, we still great low key, but we disobeyed Yahweh Shemal Shah. Okay, he put us in captivity on our enemies, and we've been brought low. But hey, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to that greater state. And as you see the final score here, okay, it was 41-40. All right, but you got 40 right here as with the Baltimore score, 41 right here with the Buffalo score. Okay, which is 441, which represents 144,000. That's spiritual. And I remember the brother last week, he sent that in the group chat. All right, because I actually betted on this game. It's an app. It's not like a real betting app when you win real money. All right, they give you like coins or something, but it's like some kind of invitation, so to speak. And I just do it for fun. And I happened to bet on, this is one of the games I happened to bet on, and I thought they were going to lose because they were down, when I seen it, they were down 40 to 25 or something like that, okay? And I was at work, I believe, and I checked the score. I was like, oh, I'm going to lose this one, all right? But before I got off work, I checked again. The brother sent that in the group chat, all right? I was like, oh, they came back and won. Okay, so that's spiritual, man. 40, 41 or 441. Okay, and we're gonna get the victory as a nation, man. We gonna get the victory as a nation, okay, over our enemies real soon. All right, salvation for the elect, because that's all the Lord needs. All he needs is 144,000. Now I'm gonna look up that word victory. Okay, let's look up that word victory. Spirit. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna type it in again. AI mode. Let me see. Yeah. All right. This is the word victory. It says the word victory refers to success achieved in a struggle. All right, and we're struggling. All right, as a nation, we've been through the hardships and struggles, man. It says competition or war by defeating an opponent or overcoming, or a scripture comes to mind with the word overcoming, an obstacle, okay? And we're in this truth and we're fighting a spiritual war, man, for the most part. I'm going to read again from the top. It says the word victory refers to success achieved in a struggle, competition, or war by defeating an opponent or overcoming an obstacle. And we overcoming obstacles with this goddamn devil, man, or Satan, throwing these fiery darts. When you read the book of Ephesians, the 6th chapter, goes into spiritual warfare, man. That's what we're overcoming, or trying to overcome, Lord willing. We endure to the end, okay? Because when you endure to the end, all right, we get the victory, okay? It reads on, the original Latin term Victoria, okay? That's the actual name, for generally a female, It says first applied to warfare, see? And we're fighting again a spiritual warfare in this truth, all right? It says, but has since expanded to include triumphs in any area of life. Its opposite is defeat. And we're not going to be defeated. If we are the elect, if we of that 144,000, all right, we're going to win, okay? We're going to get the victory, man. Hey, we almost at the finish line. We're gonna cross that finish line. We're gonna win. The elected sit and win, man. So we're gonna get the victory. All right. So let's get some scriptures, and I'm gonna close out. Let me get Revelations. Let's get Revelations. What's that? 2, I believe 26, or start at 25. Okay, and part of getting that victory is having these nations under our feet. This is Revelations 2 and 25. It says, "But that which ye have already hold fast till I come." See, and this is Yahushua speaking. Hold fast to what? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It says the point, and he that overcometh, okay, overcoming, all right, means you're getting the victory, all right, and keepeth my works unto the end. To him will I give power over the nations. See, we're gonna get power over the nations. We're gonna win, and we're gonna have power over our enemies, man. Okay, so that's part of the victory. Psalms 2 and 8 says, "I will give thee the heathen for thy inheritance." Right. So again, that's part of our reward. All right. Verse 27, it says, "And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father." See, so having a rod of iron and having a rigorous rule of our enemies too is a symbolic. It's symbology of victory, man. Okay. Let me look at it in the blue letter. Let's go to the blue letter. I'm gonna look up that word overcometh real quick. I'm gonna get about 1 or 2 scriptures and I'm gonna be out. Verse 27. Well, hey, I'm gonna just read the NLT. All right, Revelations 2 and 26 in the NLT, it says, "To all who are victorious." See, so overcometh means victory. So it says, "To all who are victorious, who obey me to the very end." All right, Yahushua, or Yahweh Shemyahushua, "to them I will give authority over all the nations." See that? So having these nations again in our possession is symbolic of having victory, man. Okay, let me look it up anyway. Let me see what it says. Victory. Not victory, but overcome. From the Greek, Nikaio, and it says to conquer. See, to carry off the victory. Come off victorious. All right? So that's what I'm going to read there. Victorious, man. We're going to be victorious over our enemies real soon. Because this man going down, this devil, he's going down, man. We're going to get the victory. The elect, the 1/3, is going to get the victory, man. So all we got to do is hold fast, brothers and sisters, man. All right. Let's get Revelation 15, because there's a lot of scriptures concerning victory, but not going to get too much for time's sake. But this is Revelation 15 and 1. It says, "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High." Verse 2, the point, it says, "And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire," and that represents what? That lake of fire, America, being burned up by thermonuclear missiles. Okay, and it says them that had gotten the victory, the elect, over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name, and stand so like stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. That sea of glass represents that chariot, man. Okay, being delivered from the common destruction. All right, and watching this place burn and these people in it, because they haven't taken the mark of the beast, which is the chip, and that's another sign of victory. That's why I read in Revelations 2 and 26, right? He that overcometh. Right, part of overcoming again the victory is not taking that RFID microchip, man. Okay, and we'll have the pleasure of watching this place burn. I just read it. Okay, I'm going ahead and read verse 3. It says, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord, power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. See that? And we're going to be praising Yahweh by Shemel Shah. All right, getting that victory. He put him putting them crowns on our heads, man. Pursuing the second Esdras, I believe the second chapter, and I believe Revelations, the seventh chapter. How it mentions the Lord gonna crown us. All right, salvation is a part of getting that victory, man. Okay, having those crowns placed on our heads is getting the victory. All right, which is gonna bring me to this. I'm gonna get one more scripture. Let's get Matthew 24. Let's end it off with Matthew 24 and 13. It says, but he that shall endure into the end, the same shall be saved. So part of enduring is not taking the RFID microchip and keeping the faith, man. Like I said, okay? And we read Revelations, the third chapter, in the 11th verse. It mentions letting no man take your crown, okay? So we can't let these demons, we can't let Esau take our crown by taking that chip. All right, so with that, I'm going to end it there. Hey, Lord, when this was edifying, I'm going to sign off by saying, again, all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at great millstone, well, peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect at the four corners of the earth, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. I'm going to say shalom and kwam yashala. Shalom.